Look, I'm going to tell you something right now that might sting a little. Actually, scratch that. It's probably going to hurt. But someone needs to say it, and today, that someone is me. No one is coming to save you. Not your parents, not your friends, not some magical opportunity that's going to fall from the sky. That person you're waiting for, to give you permission, to push you, to tell you it's your time. They're not coming. And here's the really uncomfortable part. Deep down, you already know this. You've known it for a while now. But admitting it? That's the scary part. Today, we're going to talk about the one truth that changed everything for me. And if you stick with me for the next 10 minutes, it might just change everything for you too. Because once you truly accept that no one is coming, something incredible happens. You stop waiting and start building. Let's dive in. 1. The illusion we all believe. So here's what most of us do. We're stuck. Maybe it's in a job we hate, a body we're unhappy with, a relationship that's going nowhere, or dreams that keep getting pushed to someday. And while we're stuck, we're waiting. We're waiting for someone to notice our potential, for the right moment, for things to get easier, for the stars to align. But here's the thing nobody tells you. Nobody is coming to push you. Nobody is coming to tell you to turn off Netflix at midnight and work on your business plan. Nobody is coming to drag you to the gym. Nobody is coming to write that book for you or launch that project you've been thinking about for 3 years. And you know what the craziest part is? Most people spend their entire lives in this waiting room. They never leave. They keep their dreams in the someday folder until someday becomes never. There's this moment, and it's different for everyone. But there's this moment when everything shifts. It's when you realize that becoming the person you want to be isn't about waiting for the right circumstances. It's about creating them yourself. Think about it like this. A boy becomes a man the moment he realizes no one is coming to save him. Some people never reach that moment. They stay in perpetual childhood, always looking for someone else to solve their problems, to validate their choices, to give them permission to be great. But you're here watching this video, which means something in you is ready to hear this. So let me ask you directly, what are you waiting for? What imaginary green light are you waiting for to finally start? 2. The truth that sets you free now. I'm going to tell you something else that might sound harsh, but I need you to hear it in the most positive, liberating way possible. Nobody cares about you. Wait. Before you click away, let me explain what I mean. I don't mean that in a cruel way. I mean it in the most freeing way imaginable. You think everyone is watching you, judging you, paying attention to every move you make. And that fear, it controls you. It stops you from starting that YouTube channel. Because what will people think? It stops you from going to the gym because you're worried about looking stupid. It stops you from taking risks because you're terrified of public failure. But here's the reality. Everyone is so focused on themselves that they barely have time to think about you. That person you think is judging you, they're worried about their own problems. That friend you think is watching your every move, they're consumed with their own insecurities. That stranger who might see you fail, they'll forget about it in 5 minutes. The world is not sitting around waiting to watch you fail or succeed. Everyone is the main character in their own story, and you're barely a background extra in theirs. And once you truly accept this, it's the most liberating feeling in the world, because it means you're free. Free to fail, free to try, free to be messy and imperfect and learn in public. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Stop with the excuses about not having enough time, not growing up with money, not having the right connections, coming from the wrong neighborhood. Nobody cares about your excuses because everyone has their own. The only person who's going to save you is you. And that's not a burden. That's power. 3. The real problem, and it's not what you think. Here's where it gets interesting. Most people who are stuck in life, they actually know exactly what they need to do. That's the easy part. You know you need to eat better. You know you need to start that side hustle. You know you need to have that difficult conversation. You know you need to dedicate time to learning that skill. The information is out there. The knowledge is available. You know what to do. So what's the problem? The problem, the $100 million question, is how do you make yourself do what you need to do when you don't feel like it? How do you make yourself work when you're scared, when you're anxious, when you're overwhelmed, when you're tired, when you feel hopeless, when everyone else is out having fun and you're at home grinding? This is where most people get stuck. They're waiting to feel motivated. They're waiting to feel confident. They're waiting to feel ready. But here's what successful people understand. You're never going to feel ready. You're never going to wake up one morning and suddenly have all the motivation you need. Instead, you have to learn to parent yourself. Think about it. When you were a kid, your parents made you do things you didn't want to do. Brush your teeth. Do your homework. Go to bed on time. Eat your vegetables. They didn't wait for you to feel like it. They made you do it because it was good for you. Now you're an adult, and guess what? You still need that. But your parents aren't here to do it anymore. So you have to become your own parent. You have to push yourself. You have to discipline yourself. You have to set boundaries for yourself. And here's the beautiful part. Once you accept that you're always going to need to give yourself that push, there's tremendous liberation in it. You stop waiting for external motivation and start creating internal momentum. 4. The lonely chapter. Nobody talks about now. Let's talk about something that nobody prepares you for. If you decide to really go after your dreams, to build something meaningful, to level up your life, you're going to go through what I call the lonely chapter. Every single person who has done something significant with their life has gone through this. It's the chapter where you don't fit in with your old friends anymore, but you haven't achieved the outcomes yet to fit in with the new group you aspire to join. Your old friends are out partying, and you're at home working on your craft. They think you've changed. They think you're too serious now. They might even make fun of you. And the successful people you look up to, you're not in their circle yet. You're in between. You're in limbo. And it's uncomfortable. It's isolating. It can feel like you made the wrong choice. But here's what you need to understand. The path of the exceptional person is one of exception. By definition, you are not with other people. You are separate. You are different. If everyone else was cheering you on, it would mean you're doing what everyone else is doing. And that's not where extraordinary results come from. So when you feel that pain of being the odd one out, of being ostracized, of being misunderstood, see it as an indicator that you're on the right path. You're separating yourself from the pack. And that's exactly where you need to be. If you want to create anything of value, you have to be willing to be on your own for a bit. That's not a bug in the system. That's a feature. 5. The superpower of solitude. Let me tell you about one of the most underrated skills of successful people. They've mastered the art of spending time alone. Now, most people avoid being alone. They always need music, TV, friends, distractions, anything to avoid being by themselves with their own thoughts. Because being alone means facing reality. It means confronting who you are and who you're not yet. But there are two different words for being alone, and understanding the difference is crucial: loneliness and solitude. Loneliness is the weakness of being alone. It's feeling isolated, disconnected, sorry for yourself. But solitude? Solitude is the strength of being alone. It's intentional. It's powerful. It's where the magic happens. When you spend quality time in solitude, you can think deeply. You can reflect. You can plan. You can understand your behaviors, your belief systems, your fears, your patterns. You can figure out who you want to become and how to get there. This time, this quiet, uninterrupted time with yourself, is a superpower. It's where clarity comes from. It's where strategy is born. It's where you develop the mental toughness to keep going when everything else tells you to quit. Because here's the ultimate truth. The one companion that's always going to be with you is yourself. From birth to death, you're stuck with you. So you better learn to be comfortable with that person. You better learn to be your own best friend, your own coach, your own motivator. Successful people aren't running from themselves. They're running toward a better version of themselves. And they're doing it alone first, before anyone else believes in them. Conclusion: your mood. So here we are, the end of this video, and you have a choice to make. You can close this video, go back to scrolling, go back to waiting, go back to hoping that someone or something is going to change your life for you. Or you can accept the hard truth. No one is coming to save you. But here's the flip side of that truth. You have the ability to save yourself. Everything about this journey is accountability and self-discipline. You have to pull yourself out of the pit of misery. You have to learn to pick yourself up on your own. You have to put in the work when no one's watching. You have to be willing to pay the price. The bars are always open. There will always be time to celebrate later. What is not always open is the opportunity to achieve your dreams. That window, it's open right now, but it won't stay open forever. So, the question is, are you going to walk through it? It's solely on you now, not tomorrow, not when you feel ready, not when circumstances are perfect. Now, build yourself, because no one else is going to do it for you. If this video hit you the way I think it did, do me a favor. Drop a comment below telling me what you're going to start building today. No excuses, just action. And if you want more content like this, hit that subscribe button, because we're just getting started. Now get off YouTube and go build something.